When it comes to sound business, it's we that run the scene. When it comes to sound business, it's we that run the scene.
Man, they've been saying that you're sick from day, man, but you've definitely been underrated, and we've spoken about it before, but you're still underrated. So how you feeling about that in 2013?
I'm feeling horrible. I feel like, nah, I don't know, like it's beyond not care now, but it's just like it is what it is, and I just keep doing me, man, innit? Like if you know, if you don't, hopefully you will learn eventually. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
Does that underrating make you feel more hungry? Does that inspire you to do different things?
Do you know what? I haven't known it any other way, so I just work the way I work, same as usual. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it always been that. So if it was any different, then I don't know. It might change the way I approach it. I don't know. Do you get me? So I don't know any different. You know what I mean?
And it's funny though, because some people think that you're a newer MC than you actually are, because a lot got introduced to you through the Roll Deep days.
Yeah, there's it's mad. Like people get the wrong perception of me, not even in a bad way, but like like if you listen to Roll Deep recently, like but it happens with Roll Deep, like you can go on the Roll Deep Twitter and say what's Roll Deep's first tune. Like a lot of the new fans will tell you like Green Light. Oh, Good Times. Like they would say that's different. Like but it's it's funny in a way but it's cool because it's like obviously you're introduced to new people who didn't know. And then it's funny in the sense of, you actually don't know the history. Do you get me? And the same with me, like, it's like people would think, Jay's a rapper. Or people say, no, he's a grime MC. Or, do you get what I'm saying? Or, like, they don't know, like, it's whatever. Like, or Jay does I heard that dance tune he did, or that club tune. Like, they don't know the heat in the streets. Do you get what I'm saying? No, Jay's the mixtape done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bare different. Like, it's all different, innit? Like, I just think, but it's just me not having to do anything, but me just bubbling through the years. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, when you're a versatile artist as well, I don't know, like, you can fit on certain things, innit? Like, not everyone can switch it up. Like I'm capable, I'm able to do that. I've been able to do that for a long time. Do you know what I'm saying? So it depends what people catch at what times. You know what I mean? Sometimes. So yeah, man.
Speaking about that Heat in the Streets mixtape, that's over 10 years now, and I think that
10 years now.
It's 10 years.
Yeah.
And you're one of the first UK MCs, artists to have the streets on fire with a mixtape, in my opinion, because that was the era that people weren't really doing mixtapes.
Yeah, no, it definitely weren't that. It definitely wasn't that. And it's mad, this is another thing as well, it's like Heat in the Streets was my first tunes. Like I wasn't like some artist like grinding before, like obviously I was doing bits and bobs, like just literally practicing like stuff, but I didn't have a career before I put out that mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Those are literally my first songs. You know what I'm saying? So the years that I was coming through, like I was still learning, still practicing, but like what people would get mistaken as well, they're thinking, you're a big artist now, like, you're big in it, like, but these are I'm learning still, like I wasn't that certified in myself yet. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's mad, like people get different perceptions of me, or they don't quite understand it. So it's crazy, it's funny, but it's like it's about really teaching them really, but it kind of keeps it more interesting as well at the same time. So I can have an interesting conversation with you, like, and say and explain it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because people don't know.
Rolling through the city looking very squeaky, looking for my queen like Nefertiti. Started off my day feeling like a PT. Little gym, little trim, then make up a CD. Only Apple done, we don't be fucking with PC. Gold beats on my ears, you never will see these. A lot of rap dons thinking we living this easy. I work hard, it's never been easy.
Now you got the line in Fresh. A lot of rap dons thinking we live in it easy. I work hard, it's never been easy. Something along the lines of that. Yeah, why did you put that line in there, man?
Just cause like how I've been explaining to you, like it's like people generally seem to think that, Jay's cool, Jay's doing all right, like, so this is what I'm saying with the whole underrated and whatever thing. It's like people will rate my music and respect it and whatever, but they don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily equate to anything, or like a lot of artists get this though, sales and whatever, because they assume that cool, like someone else is gonna buy it, or I'll get it that way, or I'll get it later, or you know what I mean. It's like when man puts things out, man needs man to appreciate it as it's there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like so you know, like I just think like people get that image of like, you know, because I'm a cool guy. Like I'm cool, like, and I don't front in it for no one. So if I'm not vexed, I'm not gonna act vexed. I'm not gonna chat shit on the mic. I'm not gonna, you know, pretend like I'm something else. Like, so more time you might see me just smiling and just living. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm living in it, like, and that's not even like I don't want to put out that image of whatever, like I'm like, or if I'm, because that's not me. That's not where. That's not when you listen to Jay or you know Jay. Like my vibe is of a, you know, more or less a cool vibe. Yeah. You get me, like, and that's what it is. So you got my Instagram. I'm cool on there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, doesn't mean I'm not sad that day or I'm pissed off that day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but when I'm portraying to the public, it's cool, innit? Like, that's just what it is, innit? So I just live a very normal life like everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I go through everything the same. You know, so. When in reference to that line, it's just like, yeah, I work just as hard, if not harder, and go through the same things everyone else goes through. I've not made it. I've not, you know what I'm saying? Not according to me anyway. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I just added that kind of line there, man.
Got no idea there ain't a light bulb, blinded by the lights that's flashing to make your eyes close. Peeking on my style for the spy host. There ain't no judging, this ain't a trial, bro.
Now the lead offering off the CD has been fresh. I've been pumping that for a couple of months now.
Yeah.
I think it's a few months, man. The video, the visuals is very, very nice, man. Black and white feel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening in there, like people can see that there's the direction. It's not just a random video. Break down the video for us, man.
I wanted to make sure with the video that it reflects the song. Like, you know, like I wanted it to feel like that's the right video for the song, the right, like, so it's smooth. Like the thing is, I make sure I have a close relationship with my director, Calvi, who did it. Like when I make anything, I like to have a relationship with people. Like, so from the producer to the director, like, so it's almost like a team. Like I find it harder to work when I'm just working with random people, and you know they don't get your idea, your vision. They're just gonna do whatever. So like I sit down with Calvi and we talk about stuff just generally anyway. Like we don't just speak when it's time to work. Like we speak generally, so we know each other. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to doing fresh, he knows what I want, and I can tell him, and he's gonna understand if he don't know something. Do you get what I'm saying? So with the video now, it's like, I just wanted it to really reflect the song. Like I wanted it to sound like the song. I want it to look like how the song sounds. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we kind of got that, man. Like it's very smooth, black and white. Because I wanted to strip it down, because it's very stripped down. It's not busy. So I thought the visuals has to be very kind of stripped back, simple, smooth, and just fresh. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was the main aim, to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think we kind of got that, man.